All right, good morning. So it's been a couple of days since I filmed anything. It's not because I was lazy, but because of that water crossing a couple of days ago. I forgot to take my phone out of my pocket and it ruined my phone. So it took me a couple of days to kind of nurse it back to some kind of working order, which is what you see right now. But my GPS doesn't work. The screen side lens works, which is what you're seeing now, but the lens array on the back side of the phone are all fogged up and half of them don't work. GPS doesn't work. I can't get a signal. So I thought, like a day after that water crossing, I kind of got it to work. So I reset my phone to factory settings, hoping that everything would come back to life, and it just made everything worse. So yeah, I have no signal. I can only call out if I glom onto some establishment's Wi-Fi, like a restaurant or something. My data doesn't work. My camera barely works. Messenger doesn't work. Like, this phone is barely functional. So unfortunately, it's what I've got to work with. So I did get my maps back up and running, but I don't have location on the maps. So even though I can see the trail on the map, I have no idea where I am on the trail unless I just make an educated guess, which is working. Luckily, Teflon is a little smarter than me and didn't ruin her phone on that water crossing. So we're relying on her navigation. Right after that water crossing, there was actually another water crossing that was swifter and deeper. And for a minute I thought, I don't know if we're going to be able to make this water crossing. Luckily, while we're sitting there trying to figure it out, a guy in a big Jeep came and ferried us over in this big 4x4 Jeep. So that was really nice. Anyway, spent last night in Somerville, Georgia, doing resupply and laundry, and took a 0 day after 9 days on trail. It was nice. So back on the trail today with fresh legs. Hopefully I can get the front lenses on this phone to work again. They're just all condensated up and fogged over, and it's been like that for the past 3 days. So filming is going to be a little difficult, documentation, all that, but I'll do my best. So we started on a 6-day trek. I think our next town is Piedmont, Alabama, where we'll take another 0 and resupply for the next section. But we're making good time. We've been doing anywhere from 12 to 15 a day, and it's just been leisurely. It's been a fun hike. Although, I gotta tell you, there's not a lot of hikers on this trail. This is, I think, day 12 or something, and I've counted maybe 8 or 9 other backpackers that we've run across. So, unlike the AT, where you run across people all the time, we went like a day or two without even running across anybody. So if you want isolation, this is the trail for you. It's funny because even in towns that are like right on trail, like Dalton, people had no idea what we were doing or that the trail ran right through their town. I know, it's just interesting. All right, catch you up the trail. All right, good morning. On this crazy road walk on this expressway. It's nuts. Like half of this trail is road walk, whether it's on a 6-lane highway or little country roads. It's about 5 miles of this. I can't wait to get off. It's a little scary. Last night, we made camp just off of the highway in the woods. I don't know. It's different. There was a widowmaker right above where we were going to camp, so I was trying to kind of push it over so it wouldn't fall on our tent. And as I pushed it over, this big branch fell off the top. Crazy. And bonked me in the head. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but definitely rung my bell. So we're heading into Cave Springs today. It's about a 15-miler. Should get some good hot chow there. My phone is still all messed up. I can only take pictures with my front screen, so it's kind of weird. It's difficult, but I guess it's working out. See you guys up the road. Stayed at Cave Springs, Georgia last night at the Hearn Inn. It's an old 1836 building that fell into disrepair, and then in 1980 they revived it, made it an inn, I guess. And they kept all the documentation since that building was built, so they had all these old scrapbooks with old pictures of the inn, and it's really neat to see it. Really neat place to stay. Look at this picture. The Great Eastern Trail. I guess that parallels the AT from, I guess maybe Florida up to New York somewhere. So kind of neat to see that. Coming up on a road, it looks like. We're just shy of the Alabama line. We're gonna camp tonight at the first and only shelter in Georgia, and then hit the state line tomorrow morning. It's supposed to rain tonight into tomorrow morning, so having a shelter is going to be good. There is a tornado watch out though for tonight also. So again, having that shelter is a good thing.
오늘은 하늘이 아주 파래 나의 앞에 있는 네 모습을 눈부시기만 해 세상은 따뜻해 나의 곁에 있는 너로 변하지 않는 네 모습으로 난 늘 행복해 우리 같이 한 시간들 때론 힘든 적도 있어 그래도 우린 늘 웃어주고 이해했잖아 때론 오해하고 서로 미워한 적도 있지만 시간은 또 우릴 기다려주고 지켜줬잖아 내게 너의 존재는 마치 공기와 같아 아침 창문 틈으로 날 비추는 햇살과 같아 시간이 흐를수록 넌 나에게 더 깊은 사람이 되어 언제나 나의 곁에 늘 있어줘 가끔은 힘들어 견디기 어려워도 내 곁을 지키는 네 존재로 난 늘 감사해 생각지 않은 많은 일들로 힘든 적도 있어 그래도 우리 늘 옆에 있어 위로했잖아 때론 혼자이고 싶은 맘도 없진 않았지만 결국엔 또 우리 하나인 것을 알게 됐잖아 이제서야 모든 것은 달라진 거야 길고 긴 시간이 우리에게 느끼게 한 거야
All right, good morning. It's April 7th, mile 232, about 5 miles outside of Heflin. We're going to stop in and get some food. Last night we camped in this spot that was supposed to be really awesome, just by the reviews from other hikers. But when we got there, they just controlled burned it the day before. So it was all crispy and smoldering tree trunks all over the place. It was pretty nuts, but we did find a spot that wasn't burned and made camp there. So that's the stream we have to cross, but we're gonna have lunch first. So this is lunch for me. I'm gonna have a tuna wrap, a beef stick and cheese, and some ginger snaps. And some ginger snaps with peanut butter.
stupid silence. You've been standing right there all along, even though it's been unspoken so long. I'm only waiting for you, just waiting for you to give it enough. You know I'm begging for you, just waiting for you to show me your love. Cause I wanna be certain we don't have to be lonely, we don't have to be hurting. Cause I'm feeling like you and I are perfect. I don't wanna be sorry, I don't wanna think every night about how we've been so blind. So upset, I've waited till it's too late. No rest for lovers who are undetermined.
All right, good morning. It's April 13th, about 10 in the morning, and it rained all morning. It quit at about 9:30, and it's supposed to come back around 2. So got 10 miles between now and 2 to try to get to camp so I don't have to set up in the rain. That's kind of the goal. Although, got some climbing today to do, about 1,500 feet. Be all right. We're about 270 miles in with 80 to go, so we have a week's worth of trekking still before we summit, but we are going to squeeze in a 0 day between now and then and going to Talladega. I'm going to stay at a hostel called Next Step Hostel. It's a donation-based hostel run by Jeff and Nancy, and they're advocates for starting the AT Trail at Chiaha State Park, Alabama versus Springer Mountain, Georgia, and have that trail run through small Alabama towns like Somerville, Piedmont, Heflin, help boost their economy. Plus, I guess he's taken like a historical perspective as far as what Benton Mackay wanted the trail to be, which is more accessible. The way it is now, it starts in Springer Mountain, and it's kind of hard to get to. So it'll be interesting to learn more.